What's going on, my Fly Happy family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. Man, what a game. I mean, it was way closer than this in the first half, and it looked like it was going to be a seesaw battle. But I feel like the Chicago Sky ended up letting the game slip right between their fingers, and they just kind of lost focus in that last quarter, man. We are about to go all the way over it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 31.4, so if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it. All right, so let's just start with the Chicago Sky, right? At the beginning, man, it looked like they were clicking. All right, the threes were hitting, the drives and putbacks were hitting. The layups were hitting. Everything was on point, it seemed. All right. You had Reese making her layups. You had Cardoso making hers. Banham was making some threes, big threes. Rebecca Allen, she made 2 threes. Not only 2 threes that counted, but 2 threes that didn't count as well. She was hitting so well. So the shooting was on. I love the high-low passing that was going on. And shout out to Angel Reese, man. Her facilitating was looking a little crazy. I know she has 5 turnovers and only 3 assists. But at the beginning, she had a nice pass to the corner that I liked for Michaela. She made a great shot off of that. She had a high-low going with Cardoso. She drove in, kicked it to her. That was nice. And then she had a full-court pass, I believe, to Banham. Yeah, it was a nice little live pass right over the top for the transition bucket. So I like that, too. Yeah, everything was clicking, man. I mean, Angel was even giving Napheesa Collier some work in that first half, man. And I do believe Napheesa Collier had 2 blocks on her. But, yeah, man, it was a back-and-forth battle with them two, all right? They were getting it in. And shout out to Angel Reese for answering or rising to the occasion, man. Shout out to her. I liked what I was seeing. But like I stated, in the first half, everything was cool. But then it got weird in a specific moment where going into the half, I believe, or getting close to the half, Angel Reese kind of just threw the ball in. I don't know if she was talking to somebody, she wasn't looking. But I think she was throwing the ball into Banham, and Banham just left. And this happened a few times where nobody was down there to actually inbound the ball. I'm like, all right, are they focused? What's going on? But that moment happened, and then all of a sudden, I think they started losing their 10-point lead. I think that was the biggest they had. Let me actually take a look really quick. Yeah, largest lead was 10 points. They had a 10-point lead, and then they started losing it. It looked like they were actually losing focus. So going into that third quarter, this where it kind of got off, man. I think that was one of the moments where Angel Reese was blocked, and then she ended up kind of, I don't know, it took her a minute to get down the court. I don't know if she was walking or she was just waiting to see if she could get a cherry pick. I don't know what happened, but it took her a minute to get back down to the other side of the floor. But you could just feel that momentum shift. And looking at the second half, you could really tell that it was a gut punch to see Ariel Atkins actually leave the game and not return. I didn't necessarily see what happened, but they said it was a leg injury, so hopefully she's okay. But you could tell the decision-making got a little out of hand, man. You had turnover after turnover after turnover. Banham trying to throw the ball way down the court. That got picked. Then you had Angel. She tried to throw it across court from the other corner. That got picked. You had Cardoso running into Michaela off a pick and roll. She was out of the game. After that, Michaela, after running into Cardoso, was out of the game, which that resulted into a turnover. And then, of course, you had the shot selection that was kind of bad. And I think that's when Angel was getting all her blocks. She was getting blocked a whole lot when she was trying to put the ball up in certain moments where I feel like she probably should have kicked it out. But, you know, she's hot. She's going to keep going up just to see if she can help the team get out of a slump, get out of the run that the Lynx were on. So, yeah, man, you could tell it was just off. It was off. Now, I feel like they did an amazing job shooting, man. They shot 48% from the field, 43 from the 3, and 81 from the free throw line. The main thing is just taking care of the ball. Look, they had 18 turnovers, man. They had 18 turnovers. And it's tough to win a game when you turn the ball over that much. And to do it in a short period of time, too. Ooh-wee, in the clutch moment. Yeah, it's hard to win that way. They did most of the things right. They did most of the things right to win. Now, looking at individual performances, you had Michaela with 8 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds, shot 2 of 6 from the floor and 2 of 4 from the three. Like I stated, even Michaela started hitting. So I said, okay, the Sky might just have it together, man. They might just have it together. And then you had Angel Reese. She had 22 points today, man. 22 points, 5 turnovers, a block, 3 assists, 10 rebounds, shot 9 of 14 from the floor, and 0 of 1 from the three, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. She did have a weird moment with the fan. I don't know what was going on there, but it looked like the fan might have been talking some trash and it was pumping her up. So I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, all in all, man, I liked how Angel was looking. I can't lie. Going into the All-Star break, she's looking amazing, fam. She's looking really good. Cardoso, she only had 6 points today, had 3 turnovers, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, shot 3 of 7 from the floor. Not her best day, right? Not her best night. Bantam, 5 of 11 from the floor, 3 of 8, like I stated, man, was going crazy at first, and then it just got out of hand. 15 points, 5 turnovers. Got to take care of that ball, man. 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 rebounds. Atkins only had 2 points and then left in the second half, had a steal and 3 assists as well. E. Will had some pretty good moments too, man. 7 points, 1 turnover, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Shout out to her. Rebecca Allen, man. Rebecca Allen, 10 points, had 1 turnover, 1 steal, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Shot 3 of 5 from the floor and 100% from the three with 2 shots. Good job, man. That's the Rebecca Allen that the Chicago Sky needs every day. Every day. Kia Nurse didn't necessarily put up a 3. She did have a moment where I believe it was Cardoso who had it, but she didn't have a chance to look back and get it back to her at the wing. But, yeah, didn't necessarily put up a 3, but had 4 points, 3 rebounds. And then Haley Van Lith, man. Let me talk about my rookie. So I think Haley just need a tad bit more experience with the pressure, all right? They came out pressuring her, and it did look a little overwhelming. She took care of it at times, but it looked a little overwhelming for her. So I think once she get that experience with that pressure and she gets comfortable with it, I think she'll be fine, man. But that was the main thing. She did drive past, I think that was Courtney Williams, and took her to the rack. So she's confident in scoring and trying to find hers. But I think she just have to, like, believe in her ball handling ability and also believe that she can still get by people when they're pressuring her. Looking at the other side really quick, Napheesa Collier, man, 29 points going in, all right? 29 points. Like I stated, she was going back and forth with Angel Reese for a good bit in this game. 1 block, 3 steals, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, shot 7 of 14 from the floor and 4 of 7 from the three. The defense for the Sky was kind of off, too. They were allowing so many practice shots. I mean, wide open shots with the defense collapsing. So they have to figure out how to guard that perimeter better and not collapse as many times as they did. I know it's going to happen, but try to limit that, right? McBride, she started to get hot as well. 7 of 13 from the floor, 3 of 8 from the three, 17 points, 4 assists, a steal on top of that with 5 rebounds. Courtney Williams had it going, 7 of 16 from the floor, 18 points, had 2 blocks, 4 steals, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. My goodness, man. My goodness. 11 points for Bridget. She had 3 steals, 1 block, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. Like I stated, man, they were just getting those turnovers, fam. Getting those turnovers. And they took care of the ball decently. I do think if they took care of the ball in that second half, they probably would have came out with this game, man, or it would have been a lot closer than what it is because they gave up 24 points off of 19 turnovers. They need to get the stats right on the other one because it said 10 for the Lynx, but it says 12 here, and it said 18 for the Sky, but now it says 19. Whatever that is, man. I guess they're still updating it. But, yeah, overall, man, I did like the first half. The first half was looking really good. If the Chicago Sky can figure out how to stay in that mode, yeah, they might have a chance. And I think one thing they need to figure out is if you have Cardoso in the paint or you have Angel Reese in the paint posting up, what sense does it make to have the guard drive and try to pull up a midi while being contested? But then, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. They got to figure out what they want to get to in certain situations. Like, if you're going to allow your guard to go one-on-one, maybe clear out the paint so they can have more options on what type of shot they can actually put up. I know Ariel Atkins did a great job in the last game with that. She'll drive in. Cardoso might be sitting in front of her or sitting in the way, and she'll still pull it and make the shot. If that's what y'all want to get to, I just think it would be better if you allow more space so she can choose different type of shots. Whether she's beating her defender and she can lay it up, or she can get a floater if they're like right on her back or on her side, whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But they are doing a better job with their identity, so shout out to them. But yeah, ended up losing the game 78-91. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about this game if you watched it. Were there some things that you feel like they should have changed? How do you feel about the team now? Do you think they still have a chance to make it to the playoffs? Let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.